on the scene, one or two. Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2-on-2. If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show him this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp my
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Los Angeles Rams. On the Bears sideline, the head man, Ben Johnson. These guys have won 2 straight since dropping the opener a few weeks back. On the other side for the Rams, it's Sean McVay. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
That's taken in. It's Isaac to Slaw. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Second down in the yard.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Waters. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Finding Williams once more, complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Waters. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law,
Jahmyr Gibbs, his first touchdown of the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
a little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted it at the end of that one. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game. Surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why I won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws, maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here. And I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 54 yards. And he scratched out only about a yard up to the 32. He's tackled it.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Number 89. It's a gain of 10. And the Bears first down.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. To the left side, he's got his tight end Loveland. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Number 84, Holtzman Loveland. It's a gain of 10.
To throw, Williams.
First down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 42-yard
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give, right side. Knox. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
He's brought down.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. To the air, Williams. They'll get this into the hands of the Dungeon. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Williams going to sneak it. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
That's another Rams first down.
Off-play action. Waters. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Well, the Rams hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he's got to Slaw. A minimal gain as we tip down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they did.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Isaac to Slaw. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams lead this now 13-0 into the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, they're on 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for two.
Comeback season in the works and now I'm thinking bigger. I got in the studio every night, late night. Gotta watch it, don't wanna make me sicker. That's my oh Lord. Got a whole lot to show for it. I mean, we can really get it, we can go for it. I'm just here for the Bucks and the Billies. Don't make me
Auburn now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. That's to the running back, Dylan Sampson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 37.
From the gun, here's Williams. That's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Williams pass.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
First down, Chicago.
To throw, it's Williams. Throw right side, taken in by Adunze. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Pass complete to Adunze. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw once more, here's Williams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And the Bears first down.
On first down, Sampson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 30-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll get this in the hands of Sampson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards. First down, Chicago.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork, we saw a good job defensively to recover.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw is Williams. They'll look middle here and give it to Adunze. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Play action. Now Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Sampson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard. That's all down to the 2. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all. 3rd and goal. Setting up the screen for Sampson. Touchdown! Dylan Sampson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Zay Flowers and his offense about to begin their next drive. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
That reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time, and that's not easily done because you know the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. They'll run on 1st down. Sampson. And a short gain here down to the 22. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Operating from the gun, Williams.
Williams pass.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Dylan Sampson, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Rams going to take over late in this 1st half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 6.
Looking to throw. Waters. This is caught by Williams. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it to Williams. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To the sideline and incomplete. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, the Steelers at home to take on their AFC North rivals, the Cleveland Browns. And this is the Browns running back. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Browns bounce back from the loss in Week 3. They move to 3-1 with the W. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys as they play host to the LA Chargers. And this is Parker Washington. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Cowboys have won 2 straight since the Week 2 loss. They go to 3-1 with the victory. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo. The Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. And this is the Dolphins wideout. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. With that, a look here at the rest of the scores from around the NFL here in Week 4. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be, but still all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
He's taken down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Bears first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Checks this down to Sampson. Calling a gain of a yard. And it's second down.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9. At the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Williams. Throwing well, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33. 23 yards the pickup there.
A gain of 23 yards.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Back to throw again. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a point, you have to be able to run with step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Third down.
Williams going to look to throw again. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And space tough to come by there. So get maybe a yard to the 37-yard line. 2nd down and 8.
It's second.
Looking to throw. Waters. Right side to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 14
That'll
yards.
put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a first down. Back to throw. Waters. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the Bears' 44-yard line.
The play fake. Waters. It's caught on the right side. Williams. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23.
And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Off play action. Waters. Throw caught by Flowers. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Off the play fake. Waters. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal. At the 1-yard line.
Gibbs is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Waters. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jamison Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Aubrey now for the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Rams 21.
That time a 9-play drive.
17.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker fly on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's 3rd down and 4.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
To the air, Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
13 yards. First down, Bears.
Off the RPO, he completes it.
Williams
Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Throwing again here, Williams. He's got this complete to Burden.
Williams pass. Complete to Luther Burden.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. On first down, Sampson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He's looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Loss of a yard. Brings up second
To throw, Williams.
At the Rams' 48-yard line.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
On the play. And it's third down.
Throwing is Williams. Manning, he hits him in stride. And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
9 yards. First down, Chicago.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go play action here with Williams. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
6 yards.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all observed their lessons.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, 3rd and long. To throw, it's Williams. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45. So here are the Rams to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. Second down.
His 49-yard line.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Waters. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Looking to throw. Waters. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Rams, first down.
70 Timberwolves.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Back to throw. Waters setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And holding only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Waters. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Get it. Bronco 80. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 13-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Waters. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
I know a lot of coaches like to break their season into quarters. And how about the first 4 games for this guy? 3 touchdowns scored. Really making his mark in the red zone here in the first month of the season.
Auburn now for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chicago offense set to get started. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Looking to throw is Williams. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Williams. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 12. First down, Bears.
Here's Williams. Over the middle, he's going to find Burden.
Williams pass.
Now 2nd and 4.
Luther Burden. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
To the air once more. Williams. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Here comes 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 7.
He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. Force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th.
They'll go. Here's Williams. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is incomplete. They had to go for him with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call? Is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And they will take a knee here. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about taking a knee at the end, and there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Rams, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon